Hi everyone, blessed be. I wanted to show you my favourite oracle decks today that I like to use when I want to do some divination with cards, do some oracle reading. So the first one I will show you is this one. This one, excuse my desk by the way, I don't know how to stop my desk creaking. That's better. This one is the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, and I like to use this one when it's Samhain, and obviously I like gothy, witchy, spooky stuff, so for me this is an ideal deck. So it comes with quite big cards. These are, let's move up a bit, these are about the size of my whole hand, so they are nice and chunky, and they've got these cute designs on the back, and it comes with a book. I don't know what that piece of paper is. What's that? Okay, random piece of paper. So yeah, I like the black and orange. That was a good touch. And it comes with this little book, and it's not too overbearing, so it's not one of them where you feel like you're reading like the dictionary or something. And it's nice and well printed. Paper's got a nice feel to it, and it gives you information about the cards. So let me just show you the first one, for example. So the first one here is Ancestors, and it will give you lots of information about the meaning of the card and how to interpret the card. But I like the fact it's all on one page, so you haven't got to read like several pages for one card. And they're quite nice and easy to pick up on, which is nice. And as you can see, the images are clear and the information is there, so really nice book to go with them. And then on the actual cards themselves, you get some very brief, you've got the imagery obviously, and then a very brief description underneath. So like the School of Darkness is for blind spots, so that would be like things you're not seeing that, you know, are out of your view and might be coming to catch you up, sort of thing. But the images on these cards are absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you some of my favourites. So you've got Vampire, that one's warning about energy vampires and protecting your emotional and spiritual energy. That was quite a nice one. I've never drawn that one. Eternal Love. Ghost. It's ever so funny because when you flick through these, I see cards I've never seen. I've never actually drawn that card. Death. Spider. And as you can see, they're absolutely gorgeous cards. And I've seen Zombie before. I've seen the Mummy one before. Skeleton. Beautiful artwork. I've seen the Jack-o'-lantern before and the witch. But very nice, clear images. Oops, clear images. Very nice to read. I do find that the readings from these are quite nice. And quite positive. It is quite good at sort of warning you of things though, I find. I really like the imagery of that one. It's beautiful. And yeah, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous cards. Nice and big. They slide nice and well, so you don't have any problems with the cards catching each other, which can be a bit of a problem. So that is a really nice deck, and I got that off Amazon because I'll get everything off Amazon. Not sponsored or anything, but just really good deck. Another good deck that I like, let's put that one over there, is the Moonology Oracle deck, Oracle cards. Now, these are by Yasmin Boland, and the artwork's by Nick Rowan, and I'd like to do a lot of work with the moon. I'm trying to incorporate the moon more in my practice. So I bought these Moonology cards. I also had the Moonology, the Moon Diary, the 1 year, which is nice, quite a nice little book that tells you, like it's a diary, but then obviously it goes through the moon phases and stuff and different things. So yeah, that is the Moonology Oracle deck, and in here you get, how many cards did it say it is? So you get 44 cards. Box is beautiful, by the way. You get 44 cards, again about the size of my hand. These ones, when I first had it, they do clump together a little bit, so like stuff like that will happen. But I found over time, as I'm using them, it's not as bad as it used to be. But yeah, whatever they made, the stuff that they used to print it, they kind of, you can feel the friction, they kind of catch on each other. But beautiful deck. It depends how you use this one. Like this one, I wouldn't be able to sort of, I'd have to spread it out really carefully. And sometimes to do a drawer, I'd go like this, which can be a bit tricky with this deck. So what I would do is probably shuffle as best as I could, and then pick a card and see what I got. See there, I've got 3 stuck together. So that's the only downside of this one, is the fact the cards do catch on each other and stick together. Guidebook is beautiful, nice little book, not too thick, and again you get some information about the moon and working with the phases of the moon and card layouts and stuff. And then for the actual cards themselves, you get a clear image and you get some information. Now it is over 2 pages. I prefer if it's just like on one page, but obviously they've made the book smaller, so that's fine. And it gives you information, the meaning of the card, and then what you can learn from the card, the teaching. So nice little guidebook about each of the cards. So good quality print as well. Nice well printed little mini book. And then when we look at the cards are beautiful as well. Lots of lovely moon images. So you've got like full moon eclipse, full moon. What I sometimes do with these as well is like I'll put this on the moon altar associated with whatever phase it is. So like on the full moon, I can put this on my moon altar when I'm doing some rituals to do with the full moon. Beautiful artwork. New moon in Leo. And I like how you get like a nice simple sentence which just gives you a very brief meaning. So like this one, if you get this one, step out your comfort zone when you get the North Node. And yeah, lots of lovely images. I've got candle wax on that one or something. Yep. So even without reading the book, you can see what the cards mean. Like so. Very clear cards. I like how it tends, cards tend to put a positive spin on everything, but they do tell you if you need to work on something. So like that one will be like, no, you need to be more bold and make the first move, depending on what your question you're asked. So it's a way of saying to you, you know, you need to get on with it and put some effort in, but without telling you off, which is what I like. And yeah, very pretty cards. Nice deck to use. It is a shame that they just clump together a bit more. I think it's because they've used like a matte type of finish, or is it almost, yeah, it's like a matte finish, so the cards don't slide off each other. So like when you try and spread them out, they clump in little clumps. But other than that, a great deck. Enjoyable to do readings from. I use this mostly to put on my moon altar for different phases, for spell work, and also to do the occasional reading. So that's those two. And then my main one that I like to use, which is my absolute favourite, is this one called Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. And this is a 52 card oracle deck. And it's got beautiful woodland creatures in, because obviously my main deity is Cernunnos, I like anything to do with like woodlands and forests. Again, nice thick guidebook, well printed, good quality. And inside, got like an introduction, how to use the guidebook, gives you spread ideas. So like this one's a nice 3-card spread for past, present, future, which is quite a nice one. And then for the cards, you'll get your picture and you'll get a meaning on the page next to it. I like the fact that the pages have like a full page of the image, so it's nice and clear. And then you have your meaning and a brief little bit about spiders in paganism, and then you've got the upright and the reverse meanings. I don't tend to end up with reverse cards because of the way I shuffle cards, but if you use the cards and read the reverses, it does give you the reverse here as well. So it can give you like like the upright is like the more positive meaning, and the reverse is more of the negative, sort of like, yeah, this is the thing that's happening that's not positive. And then gives you a couple of questions to ask yourself based on the card that you've chose, and it does that for each book. But as you can see, sorry, I've got a bit of a cough. As you can see, it's a brief paragraph to introduce and talk about the symbolism, and then you've got the 2 meanings and a couple of questions to ask yourself based on the cards. It's a nice deck to work with and to read from, and I have lovely readings from this when I read from it. The cards have a slightly shiny surface and they slide past each other really nicely and easily, and I can spread them out, and they slide around really nicely, which is one thing I really like about this deck. So when I'm shuffling, there's no, you know, nothing's, whoops, 2 cards fell out. What's that? 3 cards fell out. Happiness, dreams, and overcoming obstacles. So like if I wanted to do a quick reading on those 3 cards that fell out, that would say that I'm going to overcome my obstacles and achieve my dreams and goals, and that will lead to my happiness. So that's a nice little reading actually that's just fell out of there for me. Quite like that. That's quite a positive reading. You know, it's like reach for my dreams, and I'm going to achieve my dreams and my goals. I have to overcome some obstacles to get there, but I'm going to get there and I'm going to be happy. And that the happiness tells me that I'll be successful. So that's quite a nice little reading actually. See what I mean about this card? I love this card. I think because I use this deck the most, I'm really more confident with reading it, and also I tend to get clearer readings from this one. So let me show you the pictures. So we get the ladybug and sweet pea, cayman and poppy, butterfly and snowdrop, vulture and asphodel. I'm assuming asphodel's the flowers. The deer and oat. Sometimes I put that one on Cernunnos' altar. And as you can see, the images are clear. They are beautiful. They have this lovely sort of like, almost like watercolour sort of nature about them. I love the fact that they've got the black backgrounds as well on some of them. The fox and the ivy. Absolutely gorgeous pictures of woodland creatures. And I don't know where they're from, but these are, a lot of these are creatures I would find in the UK. And they're absolutely gorgeous cards. And it's like see, the images look a bit matte, but there is like a sort of a bit of a, what do they call that? It's not glossy. I can't think of the name, but it's like, it's got a bit of a sheen to it. But absolutely gorgeous artwork. Beautiful cards. One of my favourites, because obviously, as you know, I love my snails. I've got giant African land snails. And if you can hear that pigeon, that's on my roof, busy going hoo, 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 hoo. I really like that one. That looks like my cat Lucy. Just Lucy's got less of a white patch there. That's crazy. That looks a lot like my cat. But yeah, beautiful, gorgeous artwork. A pleasure to use this deck. I really enjoy using this deck. So if I had to order them in favourites, I do have a tarot deck as well, but I don't really use the tarot deck. It is the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but I don't tend to use it. I prefer oracle cards. I think with the Rider-Waite, you need to be prepared to like really study it, and it takes longer to do readings, whereas I quite like to do quick readings of a morning or just whenever I feel the need. And these are my 3 decks. My favourite is the Woodland Wardens, definitely 100%. Second favourite is the Halloween Oracle. Third favourite is the Moonology. And yeah, I thought I would show you my collection of oracle cards and why I like them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Blessed be.